Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first session of Hunter the Reckoning. Yay! We've had so much scuff trying to get this started. People have been sick. Holidays happened. People were moving. So I'm actually happy that we get to start today. I am your storyteller for the day, your mother of monsters, Kia Ryomi, and we are going to start going from right to left. So, Double, please introduce us to you and your character.
Hi, I'm Double, just from your average, as you can tell, Scotland. I'm playing today a hunter with a mission. No frills, no big inks drama, just a bit of an alcoholic, and that's it, really.
All right. Let us move now to Doc.
Good day to you, one and all. I'm Doc. Legally, I'm here because of trying to think of a funny court case name. Couldn't think of anything. So let's hope the rest of my improv is good.
And finally, Dakota.
Hey everybody, what's up? Dakota here. I'm playing a detective who is also a paranormal investigator.
Nice.
Oh, I probably should have mentioned my character is an engineer.
All right.
That probably would have been helpful.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, we are going to be starting our first session of Hunter the Reckoning, Rules of Nature. So let me get the scenes started. You three are currently in the back of a Humvee. You're being escorted into Memphis in a actually well-conditioned Humvee. You haven't really been given any details on your operation or your mission. You have all been pulled from your designated branches accordingly. The words only given to you was you have been moved into special operations. And as such, you were loaded up with no words, no direction into this Humvee. This is your first time seeing each other. So, as you're traveling down the highway in the sweltering heat of summer into Memphis, Tennessee, you have heard stories of things that have happened in Memphis, Tennessee, but it's just been stories. More like military legends at this point. Stories that other colleagues would tell you on off chance to spook new recruits into paying attention. But something settles on you that feels like those stories were probably not just stories, as the silence inside this Humvee is thick and heavy. So let's introduce our cast of government hunters, starting with our detective. Xavier.
You see a guy. Yeah, that's me, huh? This guy, right? He's fairly tall. Half of his face is like scarred. One of his eyes looks a little glossier than the other. And he's just casually sipping nice coffee. He's, strangely enough, wearing a jacket and like thick jeans right now, despite it being summer. That's just his preferred style, I guess. And he's not really saying anything, just eyeballing everything that's happening.
Okay. Doc, why don't you describe a bit of Ethan for us?
Ethan is average build, auburn hair, hazel eyes. Not much interesting in the sense of like any scars or anything like that. He obviously has some injuries from basic training, standard military. However, as he's saying in the back of the Humvee, if you were to look at him, you would see that he is tapping something on his arm, like messing with almost like a keypad of sorts, or like an interface, almost similar to like just watching somebody's like scrolling on their phone or something.
And then we move to our actual looking military man. Nail.
Neil sits probably in the front view with two in the back, unless anyone's going to dispute that one. So in the front, completely decked out in tactical gear with precision. His face obscured by a fast-type helmet with a extension for a front mask on it. The sides of it engraved the details of open skeletal jaws with a bit of a repeater face at the front. His helmet has some interesting notes, like a bit of like, appears to be like a pull-down visor element, and what could, from a sight, could see some sort of radar or reading laser pointer for activation for some sort of high-end technology. What you do notice, if you peek over, he's clearly scanning his phone for food locations in the area.
In the driver's seat of this Humvee is a woman. Very silent, doesn't talk much. Long, dark hair. She looks fairly young. Probably early 20s. About 21 years of age. As she is driving this Humvee to your destination. As old brick buildings pass you, you watch as she pulls into a parking garage and stops at the little gate that closes in front, that stops normal people from going in without paying. She leans out, presses a few buttons on the keypad, and you'll watch as the gate opens, but there's a hatch that opens up underneath to lead to a lower level. And you watch as she gets back in, rolls up the window, and you all venture down deep below this parking garage. As you drive into the dark, you start noticing more military vehicles. Soldiers doing training. Various regiment. This is common. This is very common. Keeping the public view of secret military operations is normal. This is just every day for you. As she pulls in and parks, she gets out of the vehicle, not saying a word, expecting you to follow.
Xavier takes a long sip of his coffee and follows.
Ethan gets out of his seat and just. I think I described that as a trench coat. I forgot to mention this earlier. He's more of a trench coat. He's wearing light body armor underneath. Nothing that would grab too much attention, but he goes and he begins to follow as well.
Ethan, as you are getting out of the Humvee, you hear whirling noises of machinery as your robotic dog follows after you. Hopping out of the Humvee, shaking the Humvee as it does.
Delta, Ethan's mechanic canine, is a robotic canine that begins to follow and stay at his right side, walking behind him. Walking beside him.
Now you're with a not talkative lot.
Neil just kind
Well-
of gets out, looks over the other two, falls in line, just kind of tuttering at the trench coat and dog combo.
My, what a chatty bunch.
Ethan just looks over his shoulder at the guy behind him. It's like, I'm sorry, did we step into Mad Max here?
Your call, Thunderdome.
Thunder.
As you all exit, you see the woman wait for you all. She watches you all hop out of the Humvee before turning and making her way deeper into the underground complex. As you all follow behind her, I imagine.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. You take in the sights of crates filled with special equipment and, like I said, soldiers doing their daily regimen and training. She walks over to a tent. Mind you, this operation was very quickly set up, and they really don't have proper buildings yet. They're still in tents. She enters the tent, holding open the curtain for you all to follow, to file in line.
Xavier raises his coffee cup to her in like a thanks kind of gesture and ducks inside.
Neil will enter inside, unhooking the mask at the sides of the vast helmet and going in with a quick nod to the lady.
Ethan follows in, hits something on his wrist, okay, and Delta, mechanic canine, finds a spot outside the tent to sit, keeping an eye out.
Okay. As you all enter the surprisingly brightly lit tent, you see fluorescent lights that were placed up and stationed over a table as the woman closes the tent to stand guard at the door. You see a blonde woman in a bodysuit and heels with a large anti-tank rifle stationed behind her. Her long blonde hair is braided to one side, and she is at a table with a man with long red hair, decked out in tactical military gear. With them is a scruffier man, scars on the face and a beard. He's in civilian clothes, and he has an eye patch. The blonde woman looks up, spying you all, and you see her stand at attention, and her arms are placed behind her back. Let me pull up Darcy and her lieutenant. Welcome in. I see you made it here with no effort.
I mean, it took a little effort to get my coffee in with me.
I'm surprised you even brought coffee. Did you bring some for the rest of us?
No, it's my coffee.
Then put it out. Not enough to share with the group? No special treatment. Everyone's the same.
Xavier just quickly chugs the rest of it and throws the cup out.
Ethan raises his hand.
Yes.
So I have a question. We came in through ramp underground. We're underneath what looks like a car park. Why are there tents set up underground?
Because this station was put up 10 years ago, and we haven't had time to do any building.
In 10 years?
Well, when you're fighting the undead and cleaning up their mess, you don't really have time to think of creature comforts.
Solid point.
Plus, if we have to move without notice, it's easier for us to pack up tents than it is to tear down an entire building. Let's say we got compromised. Are you gonna stay behind and dismantle a building?
I mean, technically speaking, with some properly set explosives, it could easily probably be taken down depending on the location.
But you also have to remember
Avoid
that this is
civilians.
another structure that civilians use to park their cars.
Well, if we get I would imagine if you're compromised, I would believe that the civilians would also be in trouble.
The less the civilians know we're here, the better. The easier to pack up, the less damage we have to do to Memphis. As it stands already, this city has already had plenty of damage. This is a historic city. We don't need to blow up any more buildings. The vampires do that enough as it is.
I'm sorry, vampires?
Right, you guys weren't given the lowdown. Come close. Let me introduce you to your CO. As she gestures to the scruffy man with the beard. This is CO Cassian. Codename Mardor. The old man just kind of looks at you. And
Can appreciate a guy with an eye patch as somebody missing an eye as well.
Salute, sir.
At ease.
Next tension.
Ethan looks at him seriously. For the sake of the call sign, was that Mordor or Maldor?
Mirador.
Mirador. Got it.
Much like a turret on a castle.
Understood.
And this, as she gestures to the woman behind you, is his left lieutenant, Mariam. Codename Spectre. You will refer to them by their code names. We do not need them compromised. Is this understood?
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Yes, ma'am.
I will leave you to their guidance. I have some vampires to look into and keep an eye on. There's been a lot of movement in the city and lots of noise. And Darcy and her left lieutenant will leave you with your new cell CO. your commanding officer. He will move over to the other side of the table and address you all. Listen, I'm not one for stickler of rules. Now that the boss lady is gone, you're relaxed. Just act normal. Remember, you're to blend into civilian life when you're here. You're not on a battleground per se. Civilian life is just a guise. So, and he looks at you double. The tactical gear won't really be necessary. For now.
Fair. I'll keep it in the boot.
He'll give you a nod. Now, down to business. There has been some, how do I put it, string of mysterious deaths recently. They're strange in nature. They don't make sense.
Stranger than vampires and other supernatural beings?
Listen, the longer you're here in the special operations, the more you'll understand that the supernatural are just everyday. They're like us. They exist, they live, they feed. They're a pain in the ass and we don't want them around, but they're here.
That's fair enough, but with them being supernatural, are these strange deaths common for them or uncommon for the supernatural?
It just means they don't really add up together, mate.
Gotten a few of these cases myself.
These ones in particular all end with the same thing that we have noticed. So far, there have been 3 noted. Most of them are all mortals.
Human casualties?
Lots of civilian casualties, yes.
Yeah, that's a problem, needless to say.
Well, they normally are found in a pool of their own blood. Their cell phone is quickly discarded off to the side or unable to be messed with. And this is written on the wall. And you'll see him pull out a photo. And on the photo, you'll see written in blood on the wall a little saying or poem. Strange is the night where the black stars rise. Strange moons circle through the sky, but stranger still is the lost Carsona.
Xavier pulls out a little notebook from his inner jacket pocket and starts writing that down.
The deaths don't make sense. They all died different ways. There's no connection via death from noticing. But I am going to be sending you all to a murder scene. At first, I just want you to look into this. Whatever this is needs to stop before more civilians die.
This is just another Tuesday for me. Consider it done.
Just ask, where's the location of this murder scene we're going to? Is it away from the public eye, or do we have to be discreet?
It's a civilian home. So, Spectre will possibly drop you off. And once at that point, Once she's gone, it'll be minimal contact. We will only contact you when necessary, or if new speculations arise. This is all you guys. This is your first mission. This is for you to prove your worth. Darcy wants to pin everything on vampire activity, but I don't think it's that.
Well, we need to find evidence first about it. We can't, with so many unknown factors, we start making rules out of speculations. Something goes wrong, everything falls apart.
Exactly. So, any questions?
How were they
If we
killed?
start, that's
Well,
probably a more important question, actually.
like I said, they're all different. One was a lady in her garden, stabbed with a pair of gardening shears. Another was a young man who was walking his dog, and the dog had eaten his left arm.
Okay, that's a new one.
Face was mauled
Okay.
off, excessive bleeding. There was no connection. This one was found in his bathroom. This is the one you'll be investigating.
Signs of breaking and entering, or has that not been investigated yet?
That
Or
hasn't
is
been
that what we're doing?
investigated yet. That is what you're doing.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's a good thing I brought a detective on the board, huh?
This is your lead, boys.
How cooperative are local law enforcement for our involvement, given the covert nature of this operation?
The local law haven't been informed. It's mostly just been us. We've kept it under wraps so far. The less they're involved, the better. We don't need
Noted.
civilian eyes on supernatural entities. If it is supernatural in nature. I'm believing it is. And whatever it is needs to be sent back to whatever pit it crawled out of.
Sounds good to me.
Easy enough.
Understood. Spectre, take them back to the Humvee and deliver them to the location. Do any of you know how to get around, drive?
Yeah.
Alright then. You know what? Once Spectre delivers you to the location, you'll be getting the Humvee keys. Take care of the equipment. Yeah?
Noted.
I'll be
So-
keeping contact via radio or phone. You don't need to tell me a number, I already have them all.
You got it.
Well, boys, good hunting.
Good hunting.
And Cassian will look away from you and back at the city map of Memphis. And Spectre will be pulling back the curtain of the tent to escort you all out.
Ethan gets up, begins to follow. Heal.
Your dog follows right
yep.
after you.
Yep.
Spectre.
Xavier walks out.
Neil finishes drawing down some notes on a pad, looking over the scene one last time before heading out.
Okay. You all venture out, following Spectre, still as silent as the grave. She takes you back to the Humvee and climbs in the driver's seat.
I call shotgun, and Xavier climbs into shotgun.
Delta goes and jumps into the back of the Humvee in the little compartment, causing the Humvee to bounce a bit.
So, quick question: how tall is she? How tall is Spectre compared to? Sorry, compared to our dear party member Xavier? Who's taller?
Xavier's 6 foot even.
Yeah, I was gonna say Spectre's small.
I'm going to get in behind Spectre for more leg space.
Yeah, I was gonna say Spectre is 5'7". So
I was about to say, where is this going about like the height? It's like, oh, you clever man.
as you all climb in, the Humvee roars to life, and she takes you back onto the streets of Memphis. The hot air of the city hitting you if you've rolled down the window at all. It is muggy and hot, and if you're in a coat, you will have visible sweat stains on your clothes because this is the heat of a southern summer. So
Xavier
it
is
is
promptly rolling up his sleeves.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is muggy and humid.
No, it's only just now occurring to me that we haven't introduced ourselves yet. No? Okay, I guess I'll go first.
Sorry, I was waiting for the music change. Listen.
I was waiting for the music change as well.
Listen, that music kicked in with a tone that's either going to be ominous or seductive, so I don't know what way this is going.
I'll be honest, I was thinking the same thing. It was just like, this music just turned ominous for us going into a hot, humid Tennessee summer. Just like, wait a minute. And honestly, I also thought, like, because you brought it up, I was like, and your introduction?
Xavier was waiting for you guys to go first, but you know what? If he's got to take point... No? Me first? Alright. I'm Xavier.
Nice to meet you, Xavier. I'm Ethan.
Nail. Corporal rank.
Oh, we're doing code names? I didn't get that far.
Oh, I'm Echo then if we're doing that.
I guess we'll just go with X.
No, I'm not. No, change it. I can deal with Echo, not X.
Alright, I'll get back to you when I come up with one.
Okay, good. We're the government, but we can't deal with the Disney lawyers.
With the... What?
This is great.
What X are you talking about?
His name's Xavier, he's showing it to X, the X-Men.
Oh.
You had a bad childhood, I understand.
Oh.
How'd you know?
You don't know
So-
the X-Men.
I was more of a Spider-Man the Amazing Friends type of guy.
How old are
Meanwhile,
you?
Spectre reaches over and turns on the radio and turns it up.
Alright, I guess we're done with my idle chit-chat.
She shrugs at you.
Can we stop on the way? I need another coffee.
Really?
Don't underestimate the overtired detective.
Overtired detective. So you're a detective of what type of... Just to ask, what type of forensics are you probably used to?
I dabble in a little bit of everything, but mostly like domestic cases. Though in recent years, I've also become a bit of a paranormal investigator.
Cyclops got a good catch on you.
What?
I throw a small bottle towards Xavier.
Naturally, he doesn't catch it very well, considering the
So,
glass.
since you're throwing something, and he's not going, you know what? We're gonna do this. Roll me dexterity athletics, please.
Who?
You.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's throwing the bottle to you.
Sure. Dexterity athletics.
You know what? You catch it.
Catches it.
There's a small rattle of pills inside it, as you can see on the branding. That is caffeine tablets.
Thanks. More of a coffee guy, but this'll do. As for Cyclops, no, that's insulting.
I'll come up with it then. Gambit? Was that too insensitive to the area?
I thought we weren't going with the X-Men approach.
He shrugs.
By the way, couldn't tell because of the accent. Were you saying nail or Neil?
Yes.
That helps. Wonderful. I'm just gonna guess nail as a nail on the head.
Obviously, he said no.
Noel? Oh.
You lay off of that, I'll lay off of Cyclops.
That doesn't work because I have a glass eye. I technically have two eyes. Only one works, but I have two.
We could get you some cool sunglasses.
I already have those.
Yeah.
Right, anyone got any suspicions?
Well, considering I actually in retrospect should have suspected vampires were real, considering I once worked with a werewolf. Wouldn't outrule paranormal matters such as them.
So are you just like hypothesizing of what this is gonna be?
Yeah.
More or less.
Alright, so roll me what's occult difficulty 3.
It's occult difficulty 3.
Anyone who is speculating anyway.
Ethan at this point is kind of just fidgeting with his
Okay.
gauntlet, programming some things.
Did I just roll wits?
You did.
I was about to question that.
Let me try that again.
Yeah. Wits occult, please. Not wits. You can't double up on your wits. Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah. You don't know what this could be. It does seem strange, though. You won't know more until you get some information at the site.
All we kind of have to roll off of right now is vampires exist. Mysterious murders.
I don't think it's vampires. Vampires are blood-sucking parasites. They left a lot of blood.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm not
Whales.
saying it's vampires. But I'm not considering that it's paranormal.
Do I need to roll a wits if I'm going to join the conversation at this point?
Yep, you'll have to do wits awareness.
It's awareness.
I mean, it's not the Tooth Fairy. Their teeth are intact.
everybody knows that the Tooth Fairy is superstition.
Speaking of, Double, you just questioned the info that you were given. Awareness wits. No. It's wits occult, not awareness
Oh, wits occult?
Yeah, wits occult.
Oh, you said. Oh, wait. No, I do that. Well, you said wits awareness.
Sorry, I meant wits occult is what they rolled. To join the conversation, you would have to do wits occult. Double, you just questioned if it was a fairy or not. I don't know how much knowledge you have on the occult. Do you have any pips on occult?
No,
Or
I'm just eyeballing.
You're
If
just
vampires
you're
are
just pulling up stuff from your butt then.
Yes. He's trying
Okay.
to seem like he's engaged in the conversation. He knows fuck all.
Ethan, you don't know what they're talking about. You
I think
just
the only thing I think I only know one thing about vampires, and it's the only reason how I got here.
Yeah, that's the only thing you know. Is that you were harassed. That is the only thing you know.
Wait, I never did ask this. Do I know I was that what harassed me was a vampire?
No, you don't. You just know you were harassed by something that was invisible. You don't know what it was.
Okay, Keo, I need to ask you now,
Yes.
as a player,
Yes.
is the Tooth Fairy real?
You would have to ask Amnestia, the other DM.
Double, write this down. Ask about Tooth Fairy.
Already done it.
Alright.
Considering
As-
the mysterious circumstances of everything, I'm kind of wondering if it's maybe cult related.
Oh, that's a good bet.
I mean, the question to probably ask would be if it was like, does everything when we get there, we're gonna need to see if it looks like it was premeditated, or possibly just spontaneous, or if it's set up in any way that looks occultish or set up, I guess.
Considering the poetry they leave behind, call it a hunch.
Speaking of, as you are talking about the crime scene in general, you feel the Humvee stop on a dime. As you are lurched forward in your seats, you reach out to brace yourselves as you are suddenly stopped. And the Humvee is put in park.
A warning next time?
She don't say a word. She just gets out of the
Question.
car.
Well, no, I was about to say Ethan follows and looks at her. It's like, do you say anything?
She shrugs and then does a hand signal of and then she starts sign language. She starts signing.
Anybody know ASL?
Does anyone have any points in linguistics?
I have English, German, and Portuguese.
So for this,
They're
I'm gonna have you roll me academics insight then if you're trying to understand what she's saying.
Is that a
Where's the
thing?
point?
I
I was
don't
about
think...
to say, is there points for linguistics? I was
There-
a little bit confused by that. Like, wait, what?
it's a trait you can take in
Oh.
background. hmm
Do you mean academics intelligence? Because you can't roll
Yes.
them together.
Sorry, academics intelligence. Sorry.
You're good.
I will learn. I don't have any sheets pulled up, so I can't really look at the things. Okay.
Having a bad time today, X.
Now, you guys can re-roll with willpower. You're not limited. But this is the thing with hunters, and I will tell you this, and I will preface it for chat to understand. Hunters are human. So, you do not regain willpower after the end of a session. You have to spend time with your touchstones to regain willpower.
Gotcha.
That's
I'll
why
go
we
ahead.
had you take 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do a willpower reroll.
Okay. Okay.
Much better.
That is a lot better. Xavier, you're watching her sign, and you're picking up basic lettering from what you probably learned in school. You are able to figure out that she's saying it's better this way if I'm not able to talk.
Okay, that's not foreboding. She says something about better this way not being able to talk.
Oh.
Neil shrugs, going to get the keys.
She signs again. Please do not wreck the Humvee, or I will kick your ass.
Got the weight of the world on your shoulders there, Nail.
As she hands you the Humvee keys, Nail.
I'm oblivious to the threat.
She signs again. Make sure you have ringers on. We will keep contact soon.
Ringers on, contact soon.
I just had a thought. So with Ethan's gauntlet, it has some connectivity to stuff, but it also has a camera on it. Could he technically download, can I roll for technology to have him begin to program something for, I guess, decoding ASL?
You could, but it's going to take a bit of time because you're inserting a program. It would give you about, probably, we'll say, 30 minutes to an hour to download the program.
Fair enough.
But you could do that.
Probably begins to do that just as he's seeing as Ethan is seeing Dakota do deciphering for Steve just begins to download that for future encounters.
Okay.
Who's Dakota? This is Xavier.
Xavier, my bad.
Yeah, it's a homegrown the horde.
She will hand off the keys and you'll see her begin to walk off after gesturing to the building with 2 fingers. And then she'll give you a small little salute with those 2 fingers and she'll walk off.
All right, time to get to work.
Before he begins to head inside, Ethan will reach into his coat and pull out what looks like a box. Begins to open it up until it looks like a drone. Tosses it in the air as Epsilon, his aerial drone, begins to fly around and get a case of the area.
Okay. So you're using Epsilon to take in the area?
Yes.
Okay, roll me wits
Or
awareness.
at least a just to get an aerial view.
Wits awareness for me for the drone.
Wits awareness. I keep clicking the top part. Where's awareness? Wits awareness.
Okay. As the drone takes off, Delta starts to turn off and go into rest mode at your side, and the drone takes off and you are able to view the camera from your little device on your arm. And as you're viewing around, you take in that the street's pretty empty. There's a few homeless civilians that are in an alleyway, but they're not going to affect anything. As you are scouting.
Is there any signs around the house of
Of entry? No.
No,
There is no sign of entry.
no sign of entry?
Xavier's gonna go straight for the doors and windows to get a look on the inside.
Okay. you're taking a peek in.
Yep.
Give me wits awareness.
Sure.
Okay. You walk over to a window and you cup your hands and you peer in. It's dark. You don't really see very much, so you back off from the window. And then you move over to the front door to try the door, and the doorknob turns.
With the doorknob turning, he goes in.
Okay. You venture in, and a smell hits you with that wits awareness roll. It's a rancid, hot, dead, decaying smell that hits you. Also, you hear the buzzing of flies.
Ugh. Just another day on the job, I said. Door's unlocked if you guys want to follow suit.
This whole time, Nail's just in the back of the Humvee, getting the tactical gear off, riding himself with a small pistol holstered and a large bomb-proof briefcase of sorts being held going in.
Okay.
Be warned, there's definitely a dead body in here.
I'd be concerned if there wasn't at this point. What's the read? How old?
One more time.
What's the read? How old?
Would Xavier be able to gauge based off the scent?
You haven't found the body yet. So you wouldn't be able to with just the scent. You're not a werewolf no more.
I was about to say, Xavier walks in.
50 years old.
The body smells like they may have been
from
here
the
for
smell
3
of
days.
decay. From the smell of decay. It hasn't become this sweet scent that most. Now this is from what EMTs and things have said, because the decaying body will have a sickeningly sweet smell. It doesn't have that sweet smell yet.
Well, no sweet smell, so can't be that old.
Ethan begins to follow suit, or follow in.
The report said that the body was in the restroom, right?
Yep.
Xavier's gonna go looking through the house for any restrooms.
Okay. So wits awareness for me. Wits investigation. Let's do this.
Wits investigation.
Wits investigation for those that are inspecting the home.
Would I be able to add my power of deduction to it?
Yes, you can.
Let's go. I'm gonna willpower.
Okay.
Reroll that. I'm supposed to be a detective. Where's all my good shit going? There we go. 4's much better.
Okay. In between the three of you, let's start with our 2-2s. You're walking through. Well,
I haven't
actually.
rolled yet.
Oh, I thought you did. I see Xavier. Go ahead and roll for me, double.
Like, it's not going to be much better.
Okay, well, let's start with As you two walk through the home, you're starting to notice that things have been let go. There's dishes of dirty dishes just stacked and piled. Like they haven't been done in weeks. Cockroaches have started to appear. The couch is overturned. He started hoarding magazines. It seems like this man is a hoarder. But yet, when you look at other things, like you find a phone book, like a phone book you would write in. Everything is organized down to the tiniest detail. Names, addresses, home phone numbers, cell phone numbers. you find an appointment book. The appointment book is down to his every letter, like every time of day. Like everything he's supposed to do that day has been organized down to the tiniest detail. Now let's move to our detective. Mr. Detective, you're wandering through the house and you see these things too. But you are able to find the body, first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
When you find this body, he is slumped over on the toilet. Blood is pooled around his form and down his chest. He's bare-chested. You can see that the face has been removed
Ugh.
to show the musculature of the face. His cell phone is laying in the pool of blood, covered. And then there is the poem written on the mirror in blood.
Xavier kind of takes all this in. He takes off his fingerless gloves and puts on some, like, forensics gloves.
Okay.
And starts kind of looking around, getting a feel for everything. Sees if the phone has any juice left in it.
Okay.
He's a detective. He knows you don't tamper with evidence or touch it with your bare hands.
Yeah, the phone does have juice. It might, but it's very little, and you go to hit the power to see if it turns on, and it dies.
Damn. Puts it back down.
What's wrong?
Found the body. Phone just died.
I have a stupid question.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be a little bit out of character if Ethan says he has a charger?
No, it wouldn't, because you would need a charger.
I have a charger.
What type of charger would the phone need?
The phone is an iPhone.
I was about to
Got
say
a
it's not
lightning
gonna matter.
cable?
Yes. That's a ridiculous question to ask in here. That's a very ridiculous.
At this point, I imagine everyone carries an iPhone at this point. Androids are just rarities.
Excuse me.
Oh, I guess I'm an outlier.
Yeah, I was about
As
to
an
say.
outlier, as an outlier myself.
I want to point this out as somebody who actually has this. I have one of those little. As an IT person myself, I walk like not normally, but in my work bag, I actually carry a little disc of different cable ends.
Yeah.
And the lightning cable one is in there.
Xavier will pick the phone back up and then go over to
Xavier, you pick this phone up and the screen is coated in viscera and blood.
Xavier, does the house look like it has any, like, paper towels or cloth towels in it?
You can find a tea towel.
Okay. Xavier, on his way to meet up with Ethan, grabs a tea towel to wipe the phone off a little bit so that he can see what he's doing.
Okay.
And, let me touch the lightning cable. Just professionalism at its best.
Alright. He opens a little, he pulls out a little battery brick, attaches a small cable to it, lets you, I guess, take the little lightning attachment.
Plugs the phone in.
Okay.
Well, they're both doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Neil's just going to be watching out the door, table, making sure that they're not being watched by anyone.
Okay. So you're seeing if there's any signs of, like, spyware, right? Like, cameras or
anything
things like that.
Anything that could have basically recorded what happened.
Okay. So what's awareness for me? As you are investigating around the room and the home.
Okay, so This feels weird to actually roll decently on.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it as it is.
Okay. You look around the room and you don't see anything small like under tables or anything. But there is a very blatant like round cylinder stuck to the like round globe stuck to a corner of the room.
Can I reach it, or do I need to get like a stool or something?
You would
to
have to
inspect?
you would have to get on a stool or a step ladder.
Anyone see a stool anywhere? He says, pointing up to the camera lens.
As there is a couch and chairs and a coffee table and
Exhibit literally gestures around the room.
And he points, part of the struggle, part of the struggle, part of the struggle.
While
Oh my god, Xavier pulls out a spare pair of forensics gloves and hands them over.
You are handed latex gloves, double.
He takes
I'm
them.
going.
He then takes a picture of things before they start moving things around,
Okay.
and goes to get the small coffee table just used as a stool.
Alright.
Inspect it. See if it's still plugged in or it still has a running circuit.
Okay. This thing is mounted up flush against the ceiling. It does not look like it can be removed via like twisting and turning. I would need a intelligence electronics or technology roll.
I feel like at this point, Ethan looking up is like, "You mind if I take a look at that, bud?"
Oh.
Or
Oh.
if not,
Oh. You can deduce with a crit that this thing is wired to the house.
We're looking for a camera room or at least something recording footage.
Go for it. I'm gonna see what's up with the phone.
I would say Ethan goes and wait. Do you say that out loud, Neil?
Yes.
I would imagine that Ethan goes, "Got it," and begins to like starts following the line.
Okay. You're gonna try and follow the line that's inside the wall?
I mean, technically speaking, if he follows where it goes into the wall, he'll begin to try looking for a breaker box.
Okay. So you are going to investigate for where the output source for this device is.
In a sense.
Okay. Give me intelligence technology then. We're gonna do a lot of intelligence technology rolls today.
Oh boy.
Okay. You kind of can deduce where to go. You go and you find the electrical box. You read the labels clearly labeled. What goes to what.
Well, I was gonna say I would feel that Ethan would be able to he goes to check to see if there's even a section marked on it to see if there is a camera room or some form of marking on there.
Yeah, there is a marking for an office.
Is this a 1 floor or 2 floor?
2 floor.
And they're currently on the 1st floor.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan, would I need to roll for an investigation on the 1st floor, or?
You've already investigated the 1st floor. There was no entry for an office space on the 1st floor.
So Ethan goes upstairs to investigate the 2nd floor.
Okay. So, with some investigation then while you search that upstairs 2nd floor. And we'll move to the cell phone. You give it a few minutes and you see the Apple logo pop up.
I'm gonna roll. when I use a willpower,
You right-click the roll, and then you'll see willpower reroll, and then select 3. But you do see the Apple logo pop up on the phone. Okay.
Awesome.
With the wits investigation roll there, you are able to find 2 bedrooms, an upstairs bathroom that is sparkling clean compared to downstairs. Same with the bedrooms and the office space. The office space is immaculate compared to downstairs. And you find a MacBook.
oh god, it's an Apple user.
That wasn't given away by the fact that I'm holding an iPhone.
You never know, they might have had a Dell.
Now back to the cell phone. You watch as the startup progress happens, and you now have to unlock a cell phone.
Had to get the one guy that actually puts a pin on his phone.
Does it have press my thumb key, whatever you call that again? I don't speak Apple.
I mean, here's the thing as well. I was about to say Face ID, but then I just remembered, oh, wait.
No, there's no face. Which really leads me to suspect this might be cult related.
Yeah, but it's some sort of face-off.
Terrible, but also funny. Xavier will start going through pins, I guess.
This is a very dumb question, but
Yes.
Could you hold a photo up to the phone to try getting lucky with Face ID?
You know
I
what?
don't know. I really don't know how
No,
Apple works. I don't
You
know if that
can't.
would work.
It doesn't work.
They can't?
No.
Oh,
Damn.
As a person that has a husband that uses Face ID, it does not work.
I was always curious about that.
There are different ways that you can get into an iPhone. There is the thumbprint method. There is the pin method, and then there's Face ID. This one in particular is thumbprint.
Oh, thumbprint. Xavier's gonna go back to the body after letting the phone charge up a little bit so that, he can move it back.
Mm-hmm.
And, is his thumb still intact?
Yeah, his hands are fine.
Cool.
But
Wipe-
okay,
Oh.
so you're investigating his hands?
Yes.
Roll me wits investigation.
Wits investigation. Bop. 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 Am I still adding deduction?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, on a crit, you notice that he is holding a straight razor shaving blade in his hand, very loosely in between the pointer and thumb.
What? Interesting. Why would he be holding this while on the shitter?
And his hands are clean.
More curious, no traces of blood on his hands.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask, would I be able to have, while he's investigating the hands,
Yes.
would Ethan be able to do like a technology investigation on the computer?
Are you telling me you want to hack into the PC?
Technically speaking, a proper choice would be to check his
Are you wanting to inspect the office for a password or something?
Well, I was going to inspect the handbooks that we had found, his written journals.
Oh,
that you,
right. Yeah, he has organized details. Yeah, you can totally look for passwords, anything you need to in those. So I need a wits investigation for that.
Well, you're doing. I need to DM you something.
Yes, go
Nothing
ahead.
bad. It's just I feel like if I said it, it would break any immersion the other two had.
Well, now I'm curious.
That's all I'm gonna reply to on that.
I feel like an important question to ask in regards to the razor is the razor covered in blood?
It is. And this is
Okay.
like a barber's razor.
Xavier, before he goes to do the thumbprint thing, he's gonna pull out a little evidence baggie. He
Okay.
only has like 2 of each right now because he's on emergency time at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So no more gloves. Puts the razor in the evidence bag.
Okay. You
And
have
then
your first
he's-
piece of evidence.
And then he's going to thumbprint the phone.
All right. You do that, and the screen unlocks. And then starts glitching.
Oh, what the hell?
And we'll come back to that. Duck,
Yo.
you find his password for the computer.
Yay!
So you do not need to hack it.
I'm in.
You type in the password lavender into the password bar, and the MacBook opens up, and you see files, just day of life things, notes, because you can tell this man was an office worker. So he has files of things for like notes for the boss. These papers need to go to this direction. Then you see security camera. You navigate and click through, and you find you find a file for an evening on the computer, the last recording other than today. For
Last recording.
a week ago. You're currently being recorded right now on that camera. You can see,
The cameras are motion censored.
yeah. But you see a file for a week ago.
I proceed to click it.
You click it and open up, and you see the man raving and ranting and pacing around the room. And then he walks in the bathroom, grabs the razor, and starts cutting off his own face.
Oh. Talk about giving the Joker a run for his money.
And you see the man stumble out of the bathroom for a moment. And then the camera starts glitching. Now we'll move back down to Xavier. You're looking at the phone, and it's glitching out. And you see a symbol pop up on the phone. This symbol.
Oh. Xavier is going to set the phone down while looking at the logo and scribble it on his notepad.
And behind the image of this symbol, you see, did you find it? 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 Repeated over and 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 over behind this symbol until the screen glitches again and you see a pair of yellow eyes looking at you.
That's unsettling.
And then it shuts off. The phone just shuts off.
Taps on it a couple times to see if it's maybe like the phone is just dead again.
You tap on it a couple times and you wait. And then the phone comes back on. And it's been scrubbed clean.
That's interesting.
You're saying some ominous words back there.
I'll be out in a sec. Just give me a moment. Just writes down everything that happened, adds the yellow eyes to the doodle. Did you find it? Did you find it? Did you find it? Repeated. Puts the notepad away.
Just remember to flush.
Ugh. Puts the phone back into place.
You just hear Ethan from upstairs. Just, guys, I found the video up here.
I'll be up in a sec. Actually, yeah, he does put the phone back into place. Leaves the tea towel with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then goes upstairs while holding the razor and his notepad. The razor's in the baggie. He's not holding it in the glove.
Just walks in. What are you doing with that razor? Oh.
Plot twist, I was the killer all along. No.
Now, what are you getting ready to do? Or what are you doing, Nail?
I am packing up my side of things. Just keep closing the door over.
The idea of like aside from the fact that you said you took your tactical gear off, the idea of like two guys doing an investigation and just cuts over to a guy in heavily geared just opening and closing a door. I don't know why that sounds funny to me. Just open, close.
No, we never closed the door behind us. I'm closing the door now that we've got all this going on.
Smart.
And start heading upstairs towards the fridge. From a scale to 1 to 10, does it help us or is it just fucked up?
Actually, the question is, Keo, you said the video started glitching. Am I able to pull up the video again, or is it
You can. You can pull up the video again.
Okay, so it's like the recording was like normal, and then it just started glitching, like the video itself. Okay. Yeah. No, it's like, I mean, do you guys like slasher movies? Because that's what we have here. He's like starts yelling, starts seemingly going crazy, then proceeds to begin cutting off his own face. Oh, hey, you have the razor.
Save a backup onto your phone. I swear fucking we need another Apple integrated fucking wire for this goddamn house.
Well, I've definitely got quite the interesting information.
Ethan goes, while you're about to say that, can Ethan plug in a USB into the side of the thing?
You can, Doc. You can totally do that. And you start backing up the data?
Yep.
Okay. You begin your backup progress onto your phone of all of this data.
I was going to say USB for safety. But...
Oh, yeah. Onto a USB drive for you to check out later.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do here at the scene?
Got pictures of downstairs. We should maybe also take pictures of up here just to show a stark difference.
I mean,
yeah.
I can tell
you. Go on.
I was gonna suggest I could have my drone do a sweep of the house and get video footage to get as much information as we can.
Not a bad idea.
Good idea. One issue though. Neil starts pulling out his phone and starts recording.
Okay.
Keep the drone outside. Anyone never know what's happened here, so someone could be looking to jump us when we get out.
Solid.
Fair enough.
Make sure to grab the phone, grab whatever other evidence we have to the fact.
I don't know how useful the phone's going to be. After I gathered the information I've got, it wiped itself clean.
I mean, there could be something on its local storage that possibly could have been.
Could be local storage. Could be accessed by his cloud account.
Well, I mean, if it's wiped clean, it probably doesn't have any of the saved Well, no, I have the passwords. No.
We'll just need to keep it unlocked, because, don't... Well, wait, no, yeah, we have the information. His pin's probably in there.
Yeah, probably. To get, if he has online storage.
Xavier will go downstairs and put the phone in...
You pick up the bloody phone. the re-bloodied phone.
He's gonna wipe it off again, and he's gonna put it in the other evidence baggie.
Okay.
By the way, didn't Command Center check in with us?
Not yet. They have not yet.
Oh, and then when Xavier comes back up, he's gonna show them the symbol, the words he saw, and the eyes that he scribbled into his notepad.
Ah, yes, that's not concerning.
Definitely reeks of cult.
Definitely a cult. Right. I think we've got all we can fish from the crime scene. We've got what happened, how it happened, just not why it happened.
The why is going to be the tricky part, especially with no one to ask.
Well, not even just that, but it doesn't appear to be any witnesses. The victim was by themselves, and they cut their own face off.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in the footage, maybe? Maybe we could go back further, see if there were any guests?
Yeah, you could totally do that. You can go back into the footage, and if you're investigating a little deeper, roll me wits investigation.
Would I need to do that because technically Ethan's at the computer?
Whoever wants to be investigating can.
You can leave it to me. I get an extra dice.
Fair enough.
Alright.
You know what to look for.
Wits investigation with my deduction. Give it a go. That is a 5.
Okay, you're rewatching the footage, and as you're watching, you see that the man has been holding his phone the whole time. He has not let that phone drop out of his hand once or set it down.
Is there, like, any clear view of what we can see on the screen of the phone?
With that roll, no. Sadly. You would have had to crit to be able to see even a glimpse.
That's fair.
Yeah. Just because it is you're looking at a footage of a man from the top of a ceiling. I don't think you could see it very clearly.
Gotcha.
Enhance!
We can do a CSI. Zoom and enhance that section right there. Add pixels that don't exist.
Well,
Can I make a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
what's up?
Echo, did you screen to see if there was other filters? Heat, night vision, different optics, so panel it through, see if we notice anything there.
I mean, it would depend on the complexity of the type of camera installed. Are you asking like infrared stuff like that?
Yes, I'm asking if you've checked for that.
I would imagine that would be a roll type of.
That would be a technology roll.
Oh, I got that.
Would be a wits of technology.
Okay.
Okay. There is a night vision mode on that. The video was recorded on night vision mode because the man did not ever turn on his lights. But there is no infrared.
Well, I think it's best we've only been back at the Humvee. Let's used to think there's anything else we can milk out of this situation, but things are a bit spooky.
Well, until
You
we
just-
have until we have more information, the biggest complexity of this is that we have a person who was alone, as far as we are aware, because no one else is in the footage. He was holding his phone, which could mean that maybe somebody was talking to him, which would be a little concerning because that would mean something supernatural over the phone. I would imagine. Taking a guess.
Would be my guess with my notes.
Yeah, you said eyes appeared on it.
Eyes and a weird symbol.
So with that, that means that this was the equivalent of a locked room mystery. So that means that the answers we would have would likely be external in some way, shape, or form.
So, what else did you find up here besides the recording?
That is an excellent question.
And Neil just kind of, rolls his fist like, go on.
Yeah. What do I have to roll to know what else I probably?
Well, you rolled wits awareness earlier to inspect
Oh, yeah.
the up top roll. You found that the man normally does not live in a pigsty.
That is a fair point. So everything else up here, when I investigated trying to look for the office, everything is pristine. So the question is, why is everything upstairs clean and kept neat, and everything? Like, first off, actually, if I remember correctly, the couch was overturned.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, couch overturned, state of disarray over the room, dishes piled up like a hoarder or a neat.
That makes me question that. Well, actually, thinking of that, if I had to take a guess of what we know already, well, no. I was about to question if somebody was living here in the time of the week till now, but then the camera probably would have picked it up, wouldn't it?
The camera would have.
So that means that all of this done was in a week. Wait, was the camera only able to see the bathroom, or was the camera outside of the bathroom?
The camera was outside of the bathroom.
Was it able to see the rest of the house? Or
Yeah.
Does it have any? The rest of the house look the way it did?
Yep. But
So-
there are other recordings on that computer.
Yeah. It would involve having to go through the other recordings.
You can deduce from having the last recording seen from a week ago, he's been dead a week. Just from deduction's sake. Because
question
it started recording again once you all walked into the room.
So, because I imagine that Xavier's still sitting at the computer, Ethan like nudges him and just goes, "Any recordings from like 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, so we can see the state of the house, kind of get
Let's
a
take
gauge
a
of
look.
like, when
You-
things
Yeah,
should
that's what I
get
was
disassembled."
thinking.
You see that from the point of death, there's been a recording every single day.
Oh, Kia, I think we'll try see if there's stuff before the death date to see
Yeah,
where
there
we can
is.
pinpoint.
He has never left his home.
Xavier's gonna go kind of skimming through
Mm-hmm.
a week before the last recording.
Okay, you
Just
skim.
quickly skim through it.
You skimmed through the week before, and it looked like on Monday his house was clean.
Clean house on Monday. Looks like it started to go to shit after that.
The disgust started piling up halfway through the week.
Roughly Wednesday.
Roughly Wednesday, yes. As you're looking through the
Okay.
recordings, you start noticing that he stops caring about how he looks. He goes from a man who looks like he is well dressed and takes care of himself to being acting erratically like a drug addict. the home starts looking like a person who is clearly off their rocker.
With Ethan watching, like, over Xavier's shoulder, does he see the guy go upstairs at all, or is it just...
He stays
does he stick to the
downstairs.
first floor?
He sticks to the first floor. He doesn't go upstairs at all.
That would explain why it's so messy down here, pristine upstairs.
You
said you got a backup of the footage, right?
Correct.
You even
You should
watch.
probably grab the week before too.
Yeah, you even watch as the man has been sleeping on the couch, and he's been wearing the same clothes. He hasn't showered. He hasn't taken care of himself at all.
Ew.
It's like a mood shift change in 3 days.
Does he ever look like he's putting something in or out from under the couch, like hiding something there?
No, he does not. He is glued to that phone.
We need to try and figure a way to get the data from that phone back.
Well, it's a good thing we've got the phone. We should also probably grab this first week before death and then get out of here.
Well,
Yep.
technically speaking, I was about to say, I feel like Ethan at this point is grabbing as much as he can from the Documents tab, because as someone who doesn't use iPhones and Macs myself, I do have family who does, and from what I could tell, a lot of their information is backed up on their computer.
Mm-hmm.
That the fucking Macintosh too.
Don't have any bags, and that's not fitting in a bag, so I guess what? You want us to just rip the whole computer out?
I give him a knowing but blank stare. Yes. We're taking the computer with us.
Alright. That's on you guys then.
I mean, it's a Mac, isn't it a laptop?
Yeah, it's a MacBook.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine, like, Ethan just goes and closes it and puts it under his
Yeah.
arm. I had the computer. But now we have the
Congratulations.
backup and the computer.
You touch that with your bare hands, amateur.
What? We're taking it with us. Who's going to dust it for fingerprints?
I was
Down,
fully gonna
Russo.
I was fully gonna put this stuff back when we were done in case the actual authorities even get involved. But you know what? Fair point.
Well, we're trying to keep them from not being involved.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
I'm just
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about every possibility here. That's kind of my job.
Listen, Xavier, we appreciate your input and your theory crafting, but this is definitely went above state level.
Not to mention, it's a situation of we all walked in without wearing any form of.
I was
internet,
gonna say, I'm gonna
uh,
remind you all that if you get the authorities involved and you put that MacBook back, you all were caught on camera.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
But that's to be perfectly honest, that's what Ethan was insinuating, of just like, this has all the evidence in the camera footage. Maybe we shouldn't give this back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right, you got me there.
Not to mention the door's unlocked. They could just guess that somebody stole it.
All right. Well,
Echo,
if we've got everything we need, let's get out of here.
Echo, that bird got cams on it.
Say what?
He points just to like the roof. The birds have gone in the air. Do you have a feed from it?
Oh, the bird you got in the air. I was so confused by that. Sorry.
Fucking civvies.
Okay. Yeah. What do you mean by civvy? Your accent is heavy. Anyway. No. Yes. My drone is still. It. Gio, can I run like a? What would I
You
need
can look into.
What would I need to roll to do like a thermal scan from it?
You can roll me wits awareness. -1 because it is the daytime and you're running thermals.
Yes, but hear me out. If this is something supernatural, who's to say the supernatural?
And it
have
is the
bodies?
heat of summer.
Listen, we don't know that. I know what that means. We don't.
I've seen
We
the
don't know.
movies. They,
Yeah,
for
I've seen
all
the
we
movie.
know, they could be cold.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real with you. If you run thermals outside the house, you're gonna pick up the hobos and you're gonna pick up the hot black top.
I will also pick up the local weed dealer.
I'm gonna be honest with you. So that way you're not wasting a wits awareness roll. That is
I'm just
what
saying,
you'll pick up.
I've seen some thermals are pretty good. They can't actually be used in hot temperatures because I have.
Yeah,
seen some
there are some that can.
I was
But
about to say
you're in the
wasn't
middle.
ridiculous of an
Yeah, no,
idea.
you're not.
I mean,
But I'm gonna be honest with you, so you're not wasting a roll. There's nothing else at the house.
that's
just
why
the
I was
hobos.
checking on.
Yeah, it's just the hobos. You don't have to roll for that. You can check it. You
That's
pick
clear.
up you pick up the heat signature from the blacktop as well as the hobos in the alley, who are doing something. I don't know what they're doing.
Okay, all right.
If we're clear, then let's get the show on the road.
Ethan as they get back to the Humvee. Ethan puts the MacBook in the back with Delta and recalls his drone.
I put the briefcase back in the car, get in, turn it on, adjust the seat.
Xavier climbs back into shotgun.
By the way, and for prosperity's sake and for continuity, I did take the charger as well.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Hey, Xavier, can I get my charger back as well?
Oh yeah, gives the charger
And
back out of the evidence bag.
As you all, where are you headed? Because you can't head back to where
That was good.
operations was.
That was where I was going to ask for the sense of one of my traits. Can I begin looking up, what's it called? Real estate.
Yes, you can. I will let you roll that, and in the meantime, we are going to take a quick break. That way people can use the bathroom and get a drink if they need to, and we will be back shortly. So we'll let you roll that.
Pardon me while I buy real estate like in GTA.
Yeah, I'll let you roll that, and we'll take a quick little break. So we will be back shortly, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, guys. I hope you enjoyed the break. I just noticed that all the dates on that page was wrong.
Happens to the best of us.
I have to remake that thing again. All right. So let's get some music going, shall we? All right. So you did your roll to find somewhere for your home base to be, correct?
Well, I mean, okay, what was I supposed to roll? Was before everybody stepped away, I
Let me see here. Let me pull up the stuff. Let me pull up the stuff here.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if the merit I have was to be.
Yeah, let me just pull
something
up.
Set up or roll.
Let me just pull up Cassian's sheet so I can see. You know what? Roll me intelligence insight. Okay. All right.
The way you said
So
all right makes me want to reroll.
with a
I'm
3,
scared.
you're able to find a small apartment on the east side of Memphis. It's kind of run down, but it's good for what you're needing as a base of operations.
A small rundown apartment, like what are we talking about?
Like it's an apartment. Like it's a nice apartment, but it's a cheap apartment. You also are able to find a warehouse. But the warehouse is more expensive.
I mean,
How much do you guys have in monies? Do any of you have an
Middle class.
income? Okay. You are not going to be able
I don't-
to afford the warehouse.
I imagine Xavier's office is pretty close by. Everything has to be within walking distance for him.
I mean, technically, I forget. Side hustler. Would I be able to like look into?
That is
Finding
that is your trait, right? Hold on. Let me look at you. Let me
There, yeah.
look at you.
I was about to say I have a lot of traits that, like, I'm
You know
the actual
what?
guy.
Ethan, you do have a safe house.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of being like, you know,
You have a
because I
safe
have-
house to use for base of operations. So you're totally able to use that.
Yay!
You just need to give directions to your safe house. And then I will have you describe what your safe house looks like.
I'll be honest. I was gonna ask if I could do a warehouse.
You could totally do a warehouse.
Let's go!
You put enough pips in for it.
Yay!
Let's see, who else has a thing? Nope, you don't.
You let me sub out a van for.
That is true, I did. I did. Okay, yeah. Looks like you guys are heading to Ethan's warehouse.
Woo!
Now, as you guys are heading out, it is evening. The sun is starting to set. It was about midday when you arrived to the investigation spot. But by the time you reach the warehouse, the sun is setting and the sky is cast in a burned orange glow. As the Humvee pulls up to your warehouse, Ethan. Now, describe what this place looks like to me.
On the exterior, it probably just looks like a old, trying to remember the name of it. Like an old distillery type of situation, or I would imagine because Tennessee is known for a lot of its bottling, it would probably be an old bottling plant or old bottling warehouse
Okay.
or shipping, I guess would be the term.
You pull up to this old bottling warehouse, turn off the engine. The cicadas are starting to chirp, as well as the frogs. In the summer air, you see lightning bugs start to show itself. As I imagine the yard is not kept and it's overgrown for this
Probably.
warehouse. You all get out and pile out. This mystery of death settling on you. As you have work to do.
All right. First things first, I'm probably gonna see what's left on this phone. It's scrubbed clean, but like you said, maybe there's something in the cloud.
Bill's just kind of looking out. Why is this a bowling plant?
Because it was what was available, and because, technically speaking, a lot of the machinery here could be used for a lab.
There's a pause. And then he just gets out, turns off the Humvee, takes the keys, goes to grab his gear and the suitcase out the back of the Humvee. Do you at least have a set up area to live in?
I mean, I would imagine that well, I mean, you have your tent. There's plenty of room inside.
My tent's at base.
Oh,
Doc, this is your haven. This is where you sleep. Where
have
you
a question.
live.
well, here's the question: was this pre-set up by me or someone else?
This would have been pre-set up by you. Because this is your
Okay.
haven. So this
Well,
haven is made exactly how you want it to be. How you believe Ethan would live in it.
Oh, that's easy. Well, first off, I was going to state that there was going to be one of the loading bays had a garage door to park the Humvee inside. I should probably do a blueprint of this for the next session. For another time. But as they go inside, they find Ethan inputs a code to get in, and as he leads them inside, they're the first thing they see is a bunch of old machinery, but a lot of it had been removed prior. Sections of open sections had been for possible future expansion or additions. But in the back area where the foreman's office is, that was recreated, or that was redone in a living space for them. Because even though he didn't know who they were, I imagine he was told that he had cohorts that would be a part of this. How much information was Ethan told about who he'd be, what he'd be doing as they brought him to Memphis?
You weren't told anything. You weren't told anything until you were brought there. There was no prior information because this has to be kept hush hush.
Okay, well, so the only thing he was told was this information, and he got this place set up the best he could.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Well, there's a bed, a couch. Technically, the couch probably folds out if I order the right one. Depends on if my supplier, messed with me. Outside of that, there should be a lab, small kitchenette, I imagine. Lab set off to the side, which he would go and have Delta go over. And you'll be happy to know there's an armory hidden somewhere here. That I don't feel like saying yet.
Devil, can I ask why you're telling me you're a cell chef and you have multiple payloads?
I don't know. I know the clicking off. I'm moving through the stuff I have. I try because I realized
even I guys say that was a little bit. Oh, because you can click it to show the chat.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Even I was about to say, why are you saying that we're a cell chef?
I was sitting here is there something you want to tell us, Double?
I mean, if you'd like to cook, there's a lab over there.
Yes, I'm setting up the plant to explode for our final last stand at the end of the arc.
What are you doing with those explosives? Those clash with my drapes. What are you doing?
I love this group.
Xavier's gonna get out of the Humvee and just go sit down on the couch and fiddle with the phone.
Okay. I need wits technology, please, if you're doing that.
Sure. This can only go so well. Better if it was Xavier, or better than anything Whisper could have happen.
You
I'm
don't
gonna
see
willpower.
anything different.
I'm gonna willpower. Okay, 2 success.
You still don't see anything different.
Well, I tried.
It would probably be best to wait until you can actually get into the data.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just an iPhone. A very clean iPhone with a bunch of pictures of a man and his divorced family.
Oh, wait, there's still stuff on this? I thought it was wiped clean.
The apps were wiped off, but his photos are still there. And that
Okay.
man was a very well-dressed man. He took really good care of himself.
What drives a guy to basically destroy themselves? Again, I suppose it wasn't much better.
Losing what you had, loneliness, the feeling that the world doesn't care about you and you're just a sand streaming in the beach.
Right,
Knowing that
Yeah.
you'll never...
bright ray of light you are there, bud.
You asked a question and provided an answer.
It was a rhetorical question. I'm painfully aware.
LSD.
LSD.
Would LSD drive you to install some shit that just gets wiped off after some weird cult shit happens and carve off your own face? Yeah. You know what? Don't answer that question.
I was about to say, wasn't there that one dude that had bath salts years back?
Oh, the hobo.
Oh yeah, bath salts.
The hobo
was some
that
weird
ate
zombie
some man's
shit.
face. Yeah.
Being from the general state of Florida,
Mm-hmm.
Nobody talks about what happens in Florida. Even I won't work down there.
just what this is going about, Neil is unrolling a sleeping bag and going to quite clearly open the suitcase, now revealing 2 small drones. One's an RC car that seems to have a small compartment missing of it just now, and the other is a small Walker gun drone.
Once we're
You're
done
still
here, I
thinking-
will have to request a ride home.
I'm not riding out tonight. You can take a
Alright,
taxi.
public transit it is.
I don't think you should.
Alright, walking it is.
I really don't think you should do that either. We've been given a mission until command gives us an update. We are acting as a small cohesive unit.
Well, I'm not exactly comfy staying in a place with 2 basically strangers.
Okay, but what better option do you have, considering that your other option is walking to a different location in a place where we just discovered that has supernatural creatures? Apparently, something that could drive a man to to unalive himself.
You think this is my first rodeo?
No, I just think you're a small fish in a great sea.
So did everyone else.
Fine, if you want to go AWOL and see what happens, that's your own
I'm
initiative.
not gonna go AWOL. I just prefer the comfort of my own home.
Are you Air Force?
No.
So you have the same kind of idealized life as one. Find a nice corner, find what you can vaguely sleep on and call it a night. But if you want to go home, you want to walk across the dark night where you find out all things go bump in the night, go ahead. We won't stop you, but I don't think either of us want to risk our ass because of it either.
Just as frustrating as my old crew. Fine, I'll stay.
Good. I've got some MREs and some spices at least, so I can make us a decent meal. Unless you have actual food in here.
As long as you've got coffee, I'm fine.
I gave you my caffeine pills, that's all I have in that regard.
I might have to do a supply run for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ethan, like, describe you described a good layout for the basics of it, right?
Yeah, actually, to be perfectly honest, I am now drawing a layout in paint. And I was gonna send it to you, be like, hey, is this
Can you describe the inside layout of the building for us? Is it just like a rundown building? Does it just look like that, or have you done some work to it?
The plan was I was going to I would assume that he was able to do some work to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would have been able to do some work to make this place livable.
Yeah.
So you had probably been living here, is what I assume.
Oh, if that's the case, then yeah, there would be there's a fridge over in the corner of the lab.
There are McDonald's nearby.
I couldn't tell you, considering the fact that I don't go there.
Xavier pulls out his phone to look for local restaurants.
Do not call a courier to the warehouse.
I'm not going to DoorDash it, I'm just seeing what's nearby, and then I'm gonna go get something. God, if I wanted to be babysat, I never would have left Brazil.
That raises several questions.
Yeah, I was about to say, what did you do in Brazil?
And why were you babysat?
Paranormal investigating, and because they didn't feel like I could do my job. That's all you're getting out of me. Sorry.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Are there any restaurants nearby?
Do me a little bit of an investigation check.
Investigation with what?
Intelligence.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Am I adding deduction?
No,
Okay.
not this round. You're not.
3.
There's a Denny's near. There is a singular
hell
Denny's.
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna go to Denny's. I'll be back in an hour.
Alright. So while Xavier is going to go to Denny's and probably eat waffles and drink coffee.
I was about to say, this is Tennessee. Wouldn't it be a Waffle House?
Denny's is everywhere.
Denny's is everywhere.
I know, but
I'd rather not have our first combat be at the Waffle House.
I would also rather not have a fight at a Waffle House.
do we
Denny's is
not-
a sometimes thing. Denny's is
Yeah.
avoidable. You can't avoid a fight at a Waffle House.
So while that's happening, let's move on to Ethan. What are you doing now? Because you have the MacBook. Did you leave the phone, Xavier?
Yeah, Xavier
Okay.
left the phone, but he still has the razor. He wants to look into that himself.
Okay.
So I would go and start looking into I would take the MacBook to the lab and set it on a desk and
Okay.
begin to look into it.
Okay. You take the MacBook and the phone?
Yes.
Okay. And then, Nail, what are you doing right now?
Chilling, sleeping.
Sleeping? Okay. Alright.
Flop down on the couch.
So, Ethan.
Yo.
Roll me a intelligence technology.
Intelligence technology.
Because you are breaking into a phone. And a... Oh. Okay. All right. With a crypt, you are able to get some data.
Hey, let's go.
You crack this phone to dig into its data. You see some things on the phone. First off, you see a installation for an app not used by the user called the yellow sign. Put
The
into
yellow
the
sign.
yeah, the yellow sign was put onto the phone by itself.
Oh.
You also trace the data from that back to a man named Kasser. Not Kasser, but Castine.
Interesting.
Which is spelled Castaigene, if you're taking notes. But that is the data you pull off of that phone.
Sorry, can you spell that one more time?
Castaigene.
What was the first thing that you had said? Though that I had seen
You
casting in, or the name of the app that self-installed.
the yellow sign.
Yellow sign.
The yellow sign had installed itself onto this man's phone. And that data tracks back to that man.
Am I able to look into the am I able to backtrack that signal?
No, that's as far back as you can with that data. At the point of finding the man's name, the data just stops.
Can I start? I know that we investigated to see if there was anybody else, or when he started to go crazy and get disheveled. Can I have him check like a week or two before everything's, or like just check before he unalived himself to see if there was anybody who visited at any point?
You can.
Would I need to roll for that, or?
On. I was responding to my mother-in-law.
Oh, fair enough.
What is it again? I'm sorry.
I wanted to investigate to see if anybody had shown up.
You're gonna go back through the
prior to-
tapes?
Yes.
Okay, you can do that for a while. It's probably gonna take you, if you're gonna do an investigation, it would need to be Wits investigation for that one, and it'll take you a little bit to go through all the footage. So you'll be sitting there for a bit.
That's fine. It allows me to continue on my my spreadsheets
Yeah.
or my little
Yeah.
floor
So go ahead
plan.
and roll me Wits investigation.
With investigation.
Okay. It'll take you about, I'm gonna say, an hour 30 to comb through all the footage thoroughly.
All right.
And since Nail is sleeping, we'll move back over to Xavier.
When Xavier gets to the Denny's, by the way, he texts his girlfriend and sister that he's not gonna be home tonight. Work thing, doesn't specify more than work thing.
Do these
Likely
ladies
gets
have a
angry
name?
responses. His girlfriend's name is Fiona,
Okay.
and his sister's name is Elizabeth.
Okay. So
And he just gets angry faces from them, but
yeah,
nothing out of the ordinary.
nothing that you don't normally get. And what
Gets his food.
would you...
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, what would you like to do?
May I take your order, sir?
Basically, just goes to the Denny's. Nothing like out of the ordinary. Nothing against what he's already doing. He just goes, gets food, eats, comes back.
Okay. You come back and you see Nail is passed out. He's asleep. Conserving that energy like a good soldier. And then you see Ethan is hunched over on that MacBook.
What you looking for?
Trying to investigate to see if I could find possibly any people. I've discovered that the app had self-installed an app called Yellow Sign, and that it traces back to the name. Line, how you pronounce this?
Castier.
With names.
Castier.
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 Yeah, Castier. You said it right.
Okay. Well, no, I'm sitting here just like I couldn't remember how to pronounce.
Weird names, man. I had to literally re-listen how do you say that name like repeatedly.
I was about to say, let's not have any names that roll R's. I'm gonna be like, yes. Oh.
I know, and there's not even an R in it, and that's how you say it, and it's weird.
Oh
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Xavier pulls out his notepad once again and adds that to his notes, and then he's like, "You want me to take a look? Likely find it faster."
You're wanting to what?
You want me to see? Or are you gonna keep combing through?
I mean, if you'd like to start looking through and, use your detective skills, that'd be great. I'm just going through to see if there was anybody. I'm going through and just checking to see on the footage if there, like, aside from the app that self-installed itself, I was wondering if he had any guests that showed up beforehand as well.
Leave it to me. And he'll take the spot and start combing through to see if he can find anything a bit faster.
Okay. You've already done quite a bit of combing. We're still gonna go off of Ethan's roll for this. You don't see anything of anyone showing up at the house. But you do just notice that the man just keeps getting obsessed with the phone, and then he'll look up from the phone like he's talking to the wall.
Oh.
No people, but maybe apparitions of some kind? Maybe the app's projecting something? Maybe he's just going insane? Like I said, this whole thing's reeking of cult shit.
At one point, you start seeing him square up to the wall, like he wants to fight the wall in one of the videos.
Huh.
But he moves like he's gonna throw the phone, and then he stops.
Really attached to that phone.
Was this before or
This
or
was
after
after the week that things started to deteriorate quickly.
When I was investigating the phone, was there a timestamp of when the app installed? Am I able to figure that out? Like, I guess I mean that in the sense of, like...
You did crit. So, going off of your crit, you notice that the app installed on a Wednesday.
So, he Installed it on a Wednesday, started going crazy on a Monday.
Oh, he also started going crazy on a Wednesday.
Oh, wait, did he?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Kyo said.
Yeah, he started going crazy on a Wednesday.
Maybe he was perfectly fine for a week. The app auto-installed on a Wednesday. Was it the same Wednesday he went crazy? Is there a way to compare dates?
You can try and compare dates.
What would I roll?
You would do a wits investigation.
What's investigation?
Because you already have everything pulled up. There's no reason to do technology anymore.
Would I add my deduction for this?
Yes.
Okay. 4.
You can concur that there are some numbers in the data from the phone of when the app was installed that slightly line up to the date of the video of the man starting to go crazy.
So this seemed to have happened around the time he went crazy. Roughly same day? Makes sense. Well, in terms of the investigation, it doesn't make sense why it happened, more or less. Xavier's going to check his phone to see if they've gotten back to the group yet. Or the higher-ups.
Xavier, roll me wits technology as you look at your phone.
What's tech? You got it.
There's a new app on your phone.
What? I didn't put that there.
It's a black
What?
box with the symbol in yellow. Called the yellow sign.
Huh. Fancy that.
Fancy what? What happened?
Xavier shows that the app has installed itself on his phone.
Oh. Well, that's concerning. Can Ethan check his phone?
Yeah, you can check your phone.
Technology wits?
Mm-hmm. There's no new app.
Xavier's gonna kick Nail a little bit to try and wake him up.
Double, do you wake up?
Yeah, how heavy of a sleeper are you?
So, I'll just add, how are you kicking him? Like, how gently?
Gently enough that it would definitely startle you awake but not hurt you.
There's a hand on his gun as he wakes up. What?
Check your phone.
He kind of lurches up, goes to his side pocket, opens it.
What kind of phone do you have?
He has a... Bear with me a second, and I'll tell you. It's Android at least.
Is it a smartphone is what I need to know.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
smartphone.
Wits technology for me, please.
Also, it's only Xperia 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's technology. Did you say?
Mm-hmm. There's no new app.
I don't know what I was looking for to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
What am I
And then
looking for?
Xavier will show the screen of his phone showing the app.
Oh, well, that.
Neil gets up, kind of asks, just kind of puts hand, can I see the phone a second?
Are you sure that's a good idea?
I think it's a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea considering what we've seen with the guy we just investigated.
Yeah, I was
He
about to say,
kind of at that he goes, allow me to reiterate. He kind of taps on the pistol. We need to burn this phone.
Yeah, okay, give me a second.
I wouldn't
He,
touch anything. Don't message anyone. How do you know they won't be able to get through to them?
Xavier,
yes.
oh, well,
I need an occult check, please.
Occult what?
I need a resolve occult.
Resolve occult. Damn.
You feel something pull at you as he says, hand over the phone, we need to burn it. And you look up past Nail and you see this black figure with bright yellow eyes staring you down. Let me...
Xavier just kind of stares at it, glaring.
It's just watching you.
I can snap my fingers from Xavier's face, see if there's kind of like any reflex, any, winch. See, he's still with us. Isn't there a response? Is he entranced? Can he see?
I don't
is
know.
any-
Are you entranced?
I imagine with a crit, I don't think I'd be. I think I just see it and I'm glaring daggers at it.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with you.
So Xavier just kind of like looks back at Nail and is just like, it's here.
I look where he was looking.
Roll me occult resolve.
I will roll your resolve.
Okay. You don't see nothing.
What's here?
The yellow eyes. And he shows the notepad that of the sketch that he took from the iPhone.
The next time you look up Xavier, he's gone.
So, you're being martyred by the suicide fairy.
Wouldn't be the first time, I guess.
Several questions. I don't want answers.
Good, you're not getting them.
Coda, I need you to look at your phone again.
He does.
The app's gone.
Huh. What the fuck? Xavier is unsure what to do at this point. Maybe he feels like he should alert his partner and girlfriend.
Xavier,
Girlfriend and sister.
take a seat.
He does.
I think you may be compromised.
Again, wouldn't be the first time.
I look over to Ethan. Do we have any kind of, like, I don't know, I don't even want to tie you up, that's undignified. But this thing has a good track record of making people go absolutely loony and then offing themselves.
If you're asking if I have restraints, yes, I do.
I don't need to be restrained. I think I'm fine.
Oh, that wasn't a question. Ethan says, walking up with duct tape.
Really?
Fun fact about engineers: we don't take chances.
Yeah, I'm afraid this is the commonality you're going to get from both of us.
You know what?
And then the
Play the bigger
entire
man.
hunter party goes in and implodes on itself. And then we have to start a new party.
You know what? You can tell I'm older than both of you. I'll play the bigger man. Go ahead. Restrain me.
All right, you agreed.
I'm going to make sure he's at least restrained with some element of dignity, where his arms aren't like bound together like he's in a cocoon of duct tape. More so like he's able to relax in the chair. With
Okay.
the
Yeah, no,
remote and what.
I'm not a monster. It's called being prepared. Besides,
It's
I was also
okay.
going to recommend we give him a snack as well. I mean, we don't have to like leave him like that.
I don't need to eat. I just ate.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, we could lean a
Fine,
drink against you and give you a straw.
Yeah, I have some sippy straws in the backpack. Do you like Capri Suns?
Who doesn't? Besides people who are allergic.
Right. But just what you're looking.
What?
We're just going to monitor you here. So we're going to keep an eye on the phone too. You know, this is what I hate about dealing with government spooks. They say, "Oh, we'll contact you." Where the fuck is our point of contact for a command? Where the fuck? Why is our point of command a fucking woman who can't speak? Are we just going to get a text drop off?
That's what I was trying to check.
Double
and then
your
I saw
phone
the app.
rings.
Whose phone rings? All of ours.
Your phone rings.
I pick up the phone. I look and see the call ID.
You see that the number is unknown. And as you pick up, you hear Kassan's voice on the other end. Report.
We've visited a situation. It appears to have been a self-inflicted death, followed up by some supernatural activity involving appware. The victim had a app downloaded and had an obsessive disorder from halfway from the week before his death, and eventually to a downward mental spiral, which he eventually took his own life with a shaving razor inside the toilet. From where we've just seen fits of paranoia relating to this, and I'm afraid that it appears that Agent his codename's pending, but he currently has the app on his phone and said he sees these glowing yellow eyes from the corner of the room.
So you're telling me you're compromised.
Yeah, we're compromised.
Understood. Location's being tracked. We're on our way.
What's the orders till then? Hang tight.
Hang tight. We'll be there shortly. And he hangs up.
Right.
What a great first day on the job.
Saves number, Myrmidor. Mirador. Cannot. By the way, this isn't like him, me, I can't say. No, he tries Mirador, gives up, and just puts in CO. Right, orders are to stand tight. They're coming over to do the compromisation. I'm going to activate the gun drone. I suggest you activate your Boston Dynamics robot, and your own drones.
You can only
Do you think
activate
that's a bit
one drone at a
excessive?
time. So you have to pick which one you have up.
No, I only have one drone active, that's the gun drone.
Okay.
But I do also want to say, for the record, I do also have variants and a Tom in this, so I can have one and one.
Yeah, but it's one is active at a time. You can have two of them be up, but I believe it's one at a time is active and moving. If I remember correctly. I'm gonna have to look into it. I believe that's what it is.
Well, I see you can be piloting one, but the other one does very basic stuff, like if it
Yes,
has a gun.
yes. That's what it is. Very basic things.
Yeah, he's just turning on the gun drone to just secure the area.
Okay. I was thinking sure.
No, okay. Xavier takes a deep breath in and then out.
See anything else?
Looks around.
What's
Does
a
he
cult?
see anything else? What's a cult? You got it.
Do you smell burnt popcorn?
I don't think I'm having a stroke.
I mean, it's fair to ask.
You don't see nothing.
As far as I can tell with my one good eye, nothing.
Sit tight.
Not like I'm going anywhere.
Takes about 30 minutes and you hear knocking on the warehouse door.
I'll answer.
You see Kasan and Miriam.
I put my hand off of the gun and open the door.
They come in. What's the status?
Status, we have him contained in usual duct tape and Sova situation, so he doesn't have any urges. He said he hasn't seen the eyes in a while now. We have evidence and one of the victims' laptops ready for processing.
No shit, yeah, the razor's still in my jacket.
Razor.
He just casually says that, just like, oh, by the way, there's a bloody razor in my
You
jacket.
you see Miriam come over and opens your jacket and pulls out the baggie with the razor.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, that's
For the
one.
record, that's not mine. We found that on the body.
Miriam signs, why are you carrying a bloody razor?
I forgot it was in my jacket pocket. I meant to set it down.
So you compromised evidence.
No, I used gloves.
She shrugs.
I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for 20 goddamn years.
She signs, okay. Sure thing, Kennedy. Sure thing.
Kennedy. It's Washington. Anyways.
What else have you found? Any other information than what was at the site?
Well, did he already tell you about the symbol?
Symbol.
I'd reach for it, but he kind of gestures his hands in his restraints. Notepad's in the other pocket.
Yeah, symbol, roughly like a triangle, 3 limbs. It's the best way I can describe it.
Miriam reaches out, pulls out your notebook, puts it in your
Then
hand. That is clearly duct taped to the chair.
Thank you. And then he kind of tries to thumb through and flip it over to show the symbol, the eyes, and what was written.
Yeah, I was gonna say she'll open it for you so you can flip through the pages with your fingers.
And he stops on the page where he scribbled the symbol, the eyes, and everything that was written behind the symbol.
If I had to guess as well, Ethan chimes in, with the symbol, it has some connection to the app, possibly. The app being called a yellow sign, yellow sign, and the name, backtracking it, goes to Astrin.
Did you look into Castrin?
Not yet. We were kind of concerned about him.
Well, Miriam, keep an eye on Blue Blood here. Let's get into this research, yeah?
Yep.
Miriam decides I'm on babysitting duty.
The app was briefly installed on my phone, but I think I'm good. It's no longer installed, I don't see anything, and I feel about as sane as I normally do.
Varian signs to you. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
You acted kind of crazy to me.
What do you mean?
Got them eyes. Them crazy eyes.
Oh, yes, one eye that I can't help because it's a glass eye.
I wasn't talking about the glass one.
He just squints at her.
She squints back.
Can you guys let me out of this now?
No, you're compromised.
I'm fine. I
She's
don't see the thing
She's
anymore.
just gonna keep arguing with you the whole time. You're gonna be stuck there for a little bit.
This isn't my first cult rodeo, guys.
Maybe that's why the app picked you to, compromise, because you've been there before.
You know
You've
what?
seen a thing or two, because you know a thing or two.
You know what, Coda? I want you to roll. Because you're trying to convince Miriam here to let you out.
Okay.
So, I need you to roll me charisma persuasion.
Okay, I can do that.
Rolling that one, rolling that one, rolling that one.
3.
Okay. Let me just get her. Let's see if she's weak-willed. She's not weak-willed. She looks at you, raises an eyebrow. And then she signs, you know what? We'll push the chair over. And she just gets behind the chair and starts scooting you over so you can be a part of the conversation.
If I could pinch my brow right now, I would.
Wait. Echo. Do you have an office chair?
Say what?
Do you have an office chair?
Yeah, he's currently taped to it.
Yeah, she's rolling him across the floor.
Oh.
Right now.
His eyebrow just kind of twitches. He looks very unamused.
Okay. So, we have a name and an app sign. And you didn't look into the name yet.
To be fair, probably didn't get a chance to look into the name yet, because when I went to check my phone to see if you guys contacted us, that's when we found the app on my phone.
Understood. Okay. So, do you feel any different? I take it you say no. Do you
Feel a little
feel
more
like
on
you
the
want
edge.
to cause yourself self-harm?
Not any more than I normally do.
And at that, go ahead and roll me composure result, please.
Sure.
How strong is your will?
How's your resolve? Oh no.
Hey, I know it's a bit hard for us to get willpower back, buddy, but
Considering I'm already halfway through my
What?
superficial willpower,
I'm not convinced. You probably have to sit here for just a little while longer, okay? It's understood.
yes, it's understood.
Good lad. And he kind of pats you on the shoulder.
Don't patronize me.
you know, we could have duct taped you to the wall.
You said with dignity.
Yes. So try and respect the CEO.
Irritated sigh.
You know what? Hold on. Miriam, don't believe you. Miriam thinks you're probably still gonna hurt yourself.
Oh no, the caffeine addict might drink more caffeine. Ooh.
I mean, with enough caffeine, you could probably harm yourself.
Excessive amounts over a short period of time can lead to side effects such as heart attacks, cardiac issues, agitation, anxiety.
Gentlemen, there are people dying.
Sorry, I usually try to make light of serious situations.
Miriam,
Helps me
let
stay
him
motivated.
let him out. Miriam takes a small pocket knife and cuts the restraints.
Thank you.
So, shall we continue?
Yeah.
Yes, let's.
Alright. In terms of information that we've gathered from the investigation, the app seemed to be installed on his phone around the same time he went crazy. And literally just days before, everything was neat and orderly. He plays a little bit of the footage just to show them what he's talking about.
Interesting. So, overnight, his whole demeanor changed.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And you said there was a name attached to the data?
What's that name again? It sounds similar to something that would be pronounced not the way it's spelled.
Echo, what was the name?
To specify. Where are you asking about the victim's name or the name that I found by tracing the app?
Tracing the app, obviously.
Why you guys keep having me say this name?
Castine.
Justine.
Castine.
Castine.
I'm gonna write that down as like a way to pronounce it.
Print it.
Casting.
Castine. Yeah. Steen.
Castine.
Yeah. There you go.
Castine. Like with that cast.
The app itself is called the Yellow Sign. And and there's yellow eyes attached seemingly to those with the app. When the app was briefly installed on my phone, I also saw them.
Interesting. So it is supernatural in nature. That's gross. Ugh. Sorry, your brain's been fucked with.
Wouldn't be the first time. It's the phrase of the day.
Right.
I'm really suspecting cult shit.
It's always fucking cults.
It's always a fucking cult.
Hey, Kyo.
Yes.
I have a floor plan.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll save it for the next time you guys play.
I sent it to the DM.
Thank you. I will put
for
it.
approval.
Yep, I'll put it in. That works out great. That's a great floor plan. That is actually a really good floor plan. Holy shit. I want you to understand, because the last floor plan I saw was made in The Sims.
Yeah, I see. Oh yeah, wait.
Dean's Bakery.
Yeah.
I'll be perfectly honest. If I had The Sims, I'd do it that way. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, Dean's Bakery was made in The Sims last time, so this is actually a really nice floor plan.
Can we see
Holy
it,
shit.
Doc?
Yeah,
I'll post it in, Hunter.
yeah, go ahead and post it in
Hunter.
Hunter. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna save this real quick and I'll put it up for stream to see. Cause it's actually a really good floor plan. Holy crap.
Obviously not to
Images.
scale. I did this quickly. I'm not a contractor, but this is the general look of how his warehouse looks like.
Okay. Holy shit. Yeah, this is.
Told you! It's actually a good floor plan.
Yeah.
Here you go, chat. This is what the floor plan looks like. That's actually a really good floor plan.
Obviously, with it being a warehouse, it's likely a little bit bigger, but that's the general placement of everything that there is.
There we go. It's actually a really good floor plan. Holy crap.
I'm very good at. I have a story for after stream, but I'm very adept with making maps.
Anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? You have lots of information, lots of leads to go off of. So, how would you guys like to handle this information?
Kind of want to see if we can check any of the other cases. Maybe something tied to this as well.
Well, have the other cases been investigated or looked into? Do we have any of their phones that
You do not.
might possibly? No.
Yeah, no, you did not. This is the only route you've been given that has not had direct civilian police interaction. You were able to get there first.
Interesting.
Cool.
So we're not going to be able to check the other bodies, are we?
No.
Very cool.
Shit.
Yo.
You said we had the journals now of this guy.
Correct.
Let's see if we find that name Castian anywhere in them.
That would actually be a good point. What would I have to roll to check, investigate that?
Check the journals?
Yeah, to cross-reference to see if he's encountered this name prior to the app being installed.
Roll me wits investigation. Because you're looking for Castian in particular, right?
Correct.
Okay. Roll me,
The quest.
yeah. Roll me wits investigation. Okay, you don't see anything about Castian, but you do see the words at the very back in a bunch of random jumbled text, because it goes from really nice writing in these journals to scribbled madness. In the back, you see Taskmaster written in it.
Taskmaster.
Which Taskmaster are we talking? Are we talking about the Marvel villain or the British TV show?
How do you know Taskmaster, not the X-Men?
I didn't draw the parallel at first.
You did just say X. I thought you were talking about Twitter earlier. Anyway, we're getting off track.
No.
Are you? What kind of madman are you?
I don't know. You
Anyway,
walked in.
track.
Anyway, yeah.
Back.
Anyway, point is, there's the information Taskmaster. The question is now, do we have any contacts that might that have picked up the phrase Taskmaster on anything? Like, do we have any, like, or are we like literally starting with scratch with resources?
You're starting at scratch. This is your first mission. Unless you guys came in with resources as a merit, or in your what is it, in your not code, your, what is it called, your creed and stuff, then you're starting fresh on information. It would be your edge. So if you came in with an edge that has resources for this type of thing, then you're starting fresh.
I have C4. I don't think that helps.
I don't know why that just seems like it's like, do we have any resources? I have C4. I mean, that once again, that I don't know how that. Wait, I was yelled at earlier for having for talking about explosives. Wait, anyway.
I kind of have something.
What is it you would like to try?
So I've seen this thing, correct?
What?
The thing with
the
yellow
sign?
eyes.
Yeah, you saw it for a brief moment.
Could I maybe try sense the unnatural?
You could try sense the unnatural.
Okay. So
if you would
that's
like to, let me look at it real quick, because you have all the information written down about sense the unnatural, right? Let's see.
It's in my sheet.
You're wanting to do an occult test for it?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll me, because you're using sense the unnatural. So roll me, and this is going to be funny, roll me wits occult +2.
Wits occult +2?
Yep.
Confirm, add 2.
Okay. With a 4, and your sense the unnatural, your ping for a wraith rings violently on that man's phone.
Oh boy, it pays to be kinda right.
What do you mean?
Picking up something supernatural off of the guy's phone. Something supernatural, needless to say.
Go on.
I don't want to lay. I'm not sure what kind of information I can say. Like,
I'm sorry. That was
do I just go outright and say, "Oh yeah, it's a fucking wraith"?
I'm sensing
No,
something
no.
natural happening.
No,
Supernatural.
well, at least you told us phone's haunted.
Phone's haunted. Yeah, there's And needless to say,
Your
yeah,
phone also rings haunted now, by the way.
it's off of my phone too. It's definitely culty.
I pull out a notepad and you can hear mumbling into his bed. Note to self, ghosts can haunt Wi-Fi.
Ah, yes, the ghost in the machine. I thought this was only brought up in legends long ago by engineers.
Something ghosts.
I don't think we should be making
Phone's
jokes
haunted.
of this matter. I understand it's trying to be later than that, but this is a ghost that is forcing people to suicide using their phones.
Fair point. Okay, well, how do we track a ghost through a network?
That I don't know. I'm not the tech guy. I'm the supernatural guy.
I don't know, I'm the point man. Looks to Echo.
Everyone just looks at Ethan. Looks at the tech guy. Let's see. Let's see.
I'm looking at my skills, just trying to do like.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. Let's see. Wait! Did you ever put in what your artifact was?
My artifact?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you're
trying to
talking
remember
about
where
my.
they're supposed to be listed. Because I've been looking for mine.
Yeah,
I was about to say, you were talking
yeah.
about my edge, right?
Yeah, your edge artifact. You're supposed to have something that's an artifact.
I thought that was only when I got another point into that.
Oh, right. That is true. I forgot. You just have it on there, and I was like, did you ever do that?
No, because I have to add another point to get
right.
something.
Understood. I forgot.
Yeah, I put a point into it to have it on there so it's 1 point closer
right.
to getting.
That's true.
Getting an
okay.
artifact.
Thank you. I forgot.
As of right, yeah, as of right now, I am still just all science. I haven't iron-hearted this yet.
Right.
To add a cold.
Oh.
I have a long shot. I have a really bad long shot.
Let's hear it.
And what is it?
Kyo.
Yes.
I'm part of the E4 Mafia.
Oh.
I mean, technically speaking, so is my character. My character has connections. Could I? Wait, actually, that brings. I'll let you talk first.
Can I use leadership influence to just ask military contacts, hey, have you ever heard this name before?
You could.
I was about to say, wouldn't.
You could.
I was about to say, I have side hustler. Would that allow me to ask context?
Side hustler. Side hustler is more of like a job thing than it is.
What was it? I know that there was one about having connections. Was it cobbler? No, cobbler was. Wait, hold on. Let me look this up.
Yeah. Take your time. Let's see.
Let me double check.
I am looking into your all sheets. I love that I have two people that can cook.
Yeah.
Look, I just got the look. I just have the place. I just have the place. I'm letting them cook. Technically speaking.
Mine's also backstory related. Funny enough.
Yeah, you could totally reach out to your contacts. So what I would need is you to roll a... It wouldn't be so much as an edge test. It would be... You could roll me manipulation leadership. Or charisma leadership.
Do I add
or streetwise, for that matter. I'll let you choose between leadership and streetwise.
Both work fine. I'm going to use leadership to pull rank in some people.
Okay.
And can I add my influence to it?
You can add a pip, a die. A singular die.
Just because we really badly need this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, Cobbler was on another sheet.
I'm
Okay.
going to willpower reroll.
Okay. With a 4, you're able to piece together that people hadn't really heard anything military-wise with the name, but there have been some old documents from the 1800s of a man who went on a killing spree. And
Thanks.
that was his name.
Thanks, Joy. Yeah, you can. Yes, you don't no longer over me. Yeah, that's enough, Joy. Thank you for telling me. This is not good news, Joy. This is that horrible news. Enjoy your night. Tell the kids I say hi. In the phone. Look back to the group with a very much a fake smile. I got a lead.
Okay.
Our ghost is a psychopathic mass murderer from the 1800s.
Great.
How did he know how to use Wi-Fi? Sorry, not an important question. My bad.
No, that is a very important question. Why can a ghost from the 1800s access the Wi-Fi network and remotely install apps? That is a great question. Please, find out.
I had to hazard a guess. Maybe we're on the right track in terms of, like, thinking it's a cult. Modern day people obviously know tech. Perhaps the ghost would attach itself to that?
Wait, I just had a thought. So you said all the apps had uninstalled from the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Are there Wi-Fi networks that I could look into that he may have connected to?
You can look into your own because it's
Yeah.
online.
I mean, it would
Well,
be
it
your
was
own.
online.
It would have been your own Wi-Fi network.
Oh yeah, that one.
Also,
Maybe.
Doc, I need what's a cult, please, as you're looking at the MacBook.
Was it?
You're looking at the MacBook, yes.
Yes.
What's a cult?
What's a cult?
What's
Okay.
a cult?
What's a cult?
Ethan, the screen's black. And there's just a big old yellow symbol.
Oh, shit.
Guys, I think it was connected to Bluetooth. Okay. Am I
And
able
then
to...
you see the words of, "Let's play a game."
Can I phone a friend? All right. Okay. Well, I guess he goes and hits space or enter or whatever.
You
to
hit
progress.
any of the buttons, nothing responds, nothing clears. Just these bright yellow words of "Let's play a game."
Is Mithador still with us?
Yeah, he's there.
Are
And
you
he
sure it's a good
is-
idea to engage it?
Glaring
Considering the
at
fact that
this
this
thing.
isn't currently connected to an internet source, I don't know. Would you like to play considering the fact? Wait, can they see it as well?
Yeah, they can see
Don't
it.
let,
Everyone
don't
that
let
is looking
Bloodblood
at
play the game.
Yeah. Everyone that is looking at the MacBook can see the words "Let's play a game" in bright yellow.
Xavier, since you were the one who saw the yellow eyes before, would you like to play with Jigsaw?
You know, funny enough, I was thinking the same thing reading it. I guess I would be the best one, considering I have experience with cults. I don't think it's a good idea. How should I advance? You guys are the higher-ups, and he turns to the CEO and left hand.
like playing with the supernatural, but if this is what we gotta do, this is what we gotta fucking do.
Xavier will kind of stand in front of the MacBook and say, "Sure, I'll humor you."
Then in a very pretty yellow font that's slightly italicized, you'll see the words, "Along the shore, the cloud waves break. The twin suns sink behind the lake. The shadows lengthen in Carsona."
Xavier will write all of this down in his notepad. Okay, what does this mean? Probably gotta go somewhere?
Well, it doesn't. It's hard to sound if it's like a riddle because we don't know what it's asking for.
Or it's giving a lot of location indicators in just this part alone, so I'm assuming we gotta go somewhere.
And then you see the words repeated like a water fountain across the screen. Find the sign.
There it is. Find the sign. Definitely location based.
And then the MacBook starts to hiss and smoke comes out of it.
Ah, shit.
And it catches fire.
Fire extinguisher.
It's over by the.
There's a bin beside it, right?
Huh?
Is there like a, like an office bin around?
I mean, I was just gonna say toss it in the lower section.
While they're bickering, Xavier is scrambling to find that fire extinguisher. So the fire.
That was
Sorry,
out
the
of
fire-
that was
the
out of
fire-
character.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, technically speaking, going off of, like, first off, going off my image, there's fire extinguishers, but I didn't think I would need to draw fire extinguishers, but there's one over by the lab. Our characters are probably situated by the work table in the middle. Over by the lab next to the refrigerator is likely where the fire extinguisher is.
Well, Xavier grabs the fire extinguisher and starts putting out the fire.
Xavier, remember electrical fire.
Yeah, that's why I'm using a fire extinguisher.
You don't think that the guy who has a bunch of electronics in his warehouse doesn't have a specific grade fire extinguisher for electronics?
No, I just think like Xavier's going to grab the first fire extinguisher he sees.
I know better.
And she gestures to the ongoing flames.
Xavier grabs the fire extinguisher and goes to put out the fire.
You spray this MacBook with the fire extinguisher, putting out the fire. And once the fire is out and the charred remains of this MacBook is sitting in front of you, you hear your CEO groan. I hate playing with ghosts. And we will end session right there.
Fucking hate cults.
Listen, when there's something strange in your neighborhood.
Okay. By the way, I love the
rules of nature, I guess.
You know what I
We're
find
going to
funny is
call sundown.
I love the idea that the head is just fucking hate ghosts. You just have Spectre who just like dies next to him, and then you just have Xavier just I hate cults. I'm just sitting there just like my floor.
So, thank you all for joining us this evening for our first session of Hunter. We will not be having any sessions tomorrow. All of the past sessions are now uploaded up on our YouTube channel, Whispering Winds TTRPG. That's where you can also catch the first mage game that was not put up here on Twitch. All of the games get moved directly over to YouTube right after the session is done. So if you want to rewatch the session and it's not here on Twitch, it is up over there. Next session will be on the 26th of this month. It'll be Mage. So we will be actually having a live session of Mage the Ascension here on Twitch. After that, we should have on the 27th Changeling the Dreaming with Miss Amnestia in the morning. So, from us to you, we wish you a well-rested evening. And remember, we're always watching, and, try not to sleep like the dead. Have a
Also,
good
make sure to not download any supernatural apps.
You'll have a wonderful evening from us to you here at the Whispering Winds. Have a good night.